What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a patch information video for Overwatch. Different systems number this patch slightly differently, but as a whole this could be called the Year of the Rooster event patch. The patch was released on January 24th, 2017 for all systems that have Overwatch on it, so that's PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But what came with this patch, and more importantly, what is the Year of the Rooster event all about? Well, firstly, the event. Much like the previous events we've already received, it contains new skins, emotes, highlight intros, and more for all of the characters, and it is based on the Chinese New Year. D.Va and Mei both have received legendary skins, as well as Winston, Roadhog, Zenyatta, and Reinhardt, who have skins based on the Journey to the West Chinese story. All of these skins look highly detailed, and even the heroes who don't have legendary skins, who come with epic skins instead, still look good. Now, on top of all the cosmetics that come with this event, we also get a new brawl, a Capture the Flag mode on Lijiang Tower. Each one of Lijiang Tower's maps have been divided into a separate map all by itself for this Capture the Flag mode. It is a pretty standard Capture the Flag affair. Two teams guard their own flags while trying to steal their enemy's flag. There has been no real adjustments in terms of skills and abilities for the heroes in Overwatch for this mode either, so it can sometimes be a free-for-all mess, but it is still enjoyable. Although at the moment there does seem to be a lot of draws and defensive play seems to be optimal for winning, it is still a nice change. I can understand in some respects why Blizzard have not made this mode standard in quick and especially competitive play, because it is not as balanced when compared to the other modes they have in quick and competitive play. The Year of the Rooster event will be taking place from the 24th of January through to the 13th of February, so it's lasting around 3 weeks. Hopefully this is enough time to allow people to unlock the skins they desire. Of course, like the previous events as well, if you don't get your skins in loot boxes, you can, if you want, try to save up as much currency as you can in order to buy them with the coins you have. Now, moving away from the Year of the Rooster event to what actually came with this patch. Now, most players may already know this information thanks to a lot of these changes already being on the PC PTR, which is Public Test Realm or Public Test Region, that allows players to try out possible changes that Blizzard want to bring to the game. But anyway, going over the highlights of this patch. First, the general updates. Firstly, the Stay as a Team button will now light up when anyone in your team clicks it. Players will also now be able to join Team Chat from the Hero Select screen by pushing RB on the Xbox One controller or R1 on the PlayStation 4 controller. Next, crouching now has a small cooldown between uses. Now moving on to the communication wheel. Players can now equip 4 emotes, sprays and voice lines from the hero gallery. Voice lines and emote menus can now be accessed from the communication wheel. Players can now also bind individual sprays, emotes and voice lines to mouse buttons, unique keys and or controller buttons. This is a great change, and I'll be doing a little quick tip video about that in the future. Next, moving on to the kill feed. Firstly, hero ability icons are now displayed in the kill feed, so you can see how a player has been killed, whether it be by an enemy ultimate or ability and so on. This is a great change. I just fear that it's going to put a lot of my footage I've already captured out of date, but anyway. Next, moving on to headshots. Headshot eliminations are now indicated with a red icon in the kill feed. Now moving on to the most interesting part of all patches, the hero balance updates. Firstly, moving on to Ana. Her biotic grenade, the effect duration has now been reduced from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Also, the healing boost on allies has also been decreased by 50%. So this is a general nerf to the biotic grenade. It shouldn't make Ana any less viable, as her kit is still very good, but it just means that the grenade will be slightly less effective than it was. Next, moving on to D.Va. Firstly, basically, her health and armor have been switched around. So she now comes with 200 armor and 400 health instead of 400 armor and 200 health. So in total, she still has 600 health. She hasn't been nerfed in terms of her health pool as such, it's just that the armor has been significantly reduced. This should make her a lot squishier once that armor has been burned through. Next, her fusion cannons. The bullet damage has been decreased from 3 to 2, but the number of pellets per shot has been increased from 8 to 11. So this means at long range she should be doing less damage, but at point blank close up her damage should still be substantial. D.Va is still going to be used. Although she may not be as tough as she once was, there is still a place for her, especially for players who like to main D.Va. Next, moving on to Lucio. He has a new hero option, which allows him to wall ride backwards. You can enable this in the options menu under Lucio. Now moving on to Roadhog, his chain hook. Targets are now pulled directly in front of Roadhog rather than straight to him, except in cases where Roadhog drastically rotates. Hook targets are also now released if they leave Roadhog's line of sight before being pulled towards him. Line of sight checks, which determine if the target is hit by the hook, are now done from Roadhog's position rather than the hook's position. This has basically balanced out his hook. Roadhog's hook has always been in question, and there have been some very questionable hooks out there, but this now should address any issue, making it a lot more consistent, not only for enemy players but Roadhog players themselves as well. And lastly, moving on to Sombra, her hack ability. The cooldown has been reduced from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. Also, the time it takes for her to hack a target has been decreased from 1 second to 0.8 seconds. Sombra still hasn't quite climbed her way out of the niche character selection, unfortunately. Hopefully the adjustments they've made to hack, making it better all round, will mean that maybe she becomes a bit more viable on more maps. Overall, this is a refreshing patch, and I'm glad I've got the opportunity to try to farm all of the skins related to the Year of the Rooster holiday event. Whilst Capture the Flag mode is an enjoyable alternative to the standard modes we get in quick play and competitive, I can see its flaws. At the moment there are a ton of draws as players become more defensive, and attacking and going for the flag can be potentially hard against a good defensive team. I can see that it is a little bit unbalanced and why it's now restricted to the Brawl, but regardless, it is still fun and it is still a change. It's also good to see how different characters work in such a different game mode. All the cosmetics that come with this event too, I'm a fan of. I think actually there's only one skin that I don't really like, and that's Anna's skin, but apart from that, all the other skins I hope I can collect. I'm particularly fond of all of the Journey to the West based skins. Growing up, I was often shown by my parents a show called Monkey from the late 70s, early 80s that was based on that tale. And so all the character designs I'm quite fond of, especially the Zenyatta one. As for the changes that came with this patch, it's good to see that they are trying to balance out the game even more. I can understand why some D.Va players are a little bit upset with the changes that come with her, but in hindsight they're not too bad, in my opinion anyway. Anyway, lastly, also with this patch came a few bug fixes, but there are quite a lot of them. Most of them are minor, but I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can go check out the full patch notes if you so desire, and check out the bug fixes for yourself. Anyway, what do you think about this patch, and especially what do you think of the Year of the Rooster event? Do you like Capture the Flag? Do you like the skins? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a patch information video regarding the Year of the Rooster event on Overwatch. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.